And just like that, we're live. Hello, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook. How's it going? Every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time. I'm here checking in with Thomas Queter for a weekly rundown. So let's do that. Thomas, what's up
Friday
this
night?
week? Friday, Monday, you guys. I do apologize. See, thank you so much for joining us. And how you doing this week, Thomas?
I'm doing good. It's been fun. We got a lot going on. First of all, if you see the link scrolling across the video and you see it in the comments, and you're in New York and you want to help petition, you don't have to be a libertarian to petition for libertarian candidates. You just have to be a registered voter. Check out that portal. It'll tell you everything you need to know. It will be continually updated up until the point the petitioning begins. So that's petitioning, right? It's interesting. So I got a woman named Shelly who is involved with a TBI group and a whole lot of other things disability related uh, in the Albany area, and she wants to help petition. So I sent her that portal,
Sweet.
and she comes back at me that she wants to try and get others petitioning, other people with disabilities, people in group homes, nursing homes, people with disability related organizations where they attend regularly. So think about that, right? Uh, the disabled community in New York wants to petition for the libertarians that are running. I just want to point that out. Everybody needs to know this. People with disabilities want to help us get on the ballot. Um, and as you guys know, we're gearing up for a trip to New York City for a while. I'll actually be staying on the island. That's where the hotel will be. I'm going to Suffolk County Libertarian Party's convention Wednesday night at 7 at the Moose Lodge in Green Lawn. Thursday, Nassau County's one of my favorite libertarians, John Gunther, is going to show us around the area, show us some local things, some local people, get to know the city that I have never visited before. It is my first time downstate in that area, and it's important that I get to know what's going on in the area, what the issues are, how the people feel, not what's on TV and not what other politicians are saying, but what people who actually live there feel, think, and need. Um, we're looking at going to a food pantry in the Bronx. I love food pantries. I love giving away food. I always have. My father kind of instilled that into me. He grew produce, and whenever anybody was in need, you just hand it to them. Don't charge people who are in need, he said. And so I've always had this. Well, if you've been to my house and you're a libertarian, you know what I do. I
You're
feed,
always talking about food on
and I'm
Clubhouse.
always
I mean,
feeding people. Um,
I'm still excited to try your cooking.
we even had a random libertarian from Ohio who was driving through to see his mother in Maine stop for dinner.
Wow.
If you're here, I'll feed you. Um, my great grandmother would say, "We're kitchen folk," and that means whatever the best is that you have. If you have company, that's what you put out. It doesn't matter if it's saltines and butter or if it's prime rib. You put out the best for company. It's just something I live by. Then Thursday evening will be an evening with the Queens Libertarian Party. Yes, there's a
Nice.
Libertarian Party in Queens.
That's crazy that you haven't been to New York City yet. How long have you lived in New York, Thomas?
All my life, 39 years. Well,
That's
it will
insane.
be 39 years in June.
New York's huge.
It is. It is. I mean, I went to DC as a kid. I've been to some big cities without actually getting to go around and see them. But I'm going to New York City to see New York City and to see its people. Friday we have a little more free time and open. I thought we might see some sights and see what else we could put together. So that's a nice open day to do whatever comes up. Saturday in Queens again. All five, I believe, statewide candidates on the Libertarian line in New York will be marching in a St. Patrick's Day parade. I know St. Patrick's Day was last week, but I do live in
I
New
know.
York City. Yeah.
I wouldn't know any difference. I'm way up here, guys. Don't forget, I'm up in the mountains, so this is my excitement right here. Hanging out, I'm catching up with Thomas Queter once a week.
So I assume the parade is on the 26th because of scheduling conflicts, or maybe they were trying to just put that extra week and not get rained out. But it's a St. Patrick's Day parade, and we're gonna march in it. And then that's pretty cool. And we're gonna come home.
I would love to be there to hang out with you guys and be in a marching parade.
I imagine it's going to be a big deal to a degree. I mean, it's Queens, so it's not a small place. Now, I had a call earlier today with one of my favorite people, Karen with a Y Thompson, a friend of mine out of Saratoga County, which is in the Capital District, to start putting together a similar tour of the Capital District. And I'll be doing the same in the Syracuse and Rochester areas, and then again in the Buffalo area. And then I'll be doing what I can in the rural areas in between as well, because there's a lot of travel time. You might as well stop some places. I don't like leaving anybody out. I'd really love to get up to Waterbury and maybe even see Plattsburgh, Newburgh. Um, that's kind of the point. We're going to be all over the state this year.
Well, I apologize, you guys. I've been kind of a little bit out of it, a little foggy, but showing up so important, and I'm glad you come every week, Thomas. It's always an honor to have you. So I'm excited for what's going on, for sure.
Yeah, there is another big announcement too. If you go to the campaign website, thomasqueter.us, we do have a donation portal now. You can donate, and we need your money. We do. Um, this New York City trip was funded in just 2.5 hours to the tune of about $750 just for the hotel and gas. I usually cover meals myself.
Russell Jordan's in here hanging out in the comments. Russell Jordan, how's it going?
For those who don't know, Russell drove a tow truck. It is different down there, Russell. That is for sure. But that's why I want to go see, because it's different, and
Yeah, me
it
too.
deserves to be recognized. Some of my policy when I ran for state senate was about, we have this downstate and upstate divide, but if we look at our economies and our abilities, if we could just get government out of the way of some things, we could really support each other instead of having a
Man,
divide. I mean, there's no reason why the city can't be a powerhouse that drives the production of our agricultural products upstate. I mean, they have a farm to table movement within their restaurant industry. So why aren't we providing directly for that and making good money with each other? And it's largely because government gets in the way with the USDA and the FDA and their extraneous regulations. Because New York already has health standards. We have them for the restaurants that serve it to you. We have them for the grocery stores that sell it to you. We have it for the butchers who butcher it. Why do we need another layer and another expenditure? I don't think we do.
yeah, I've been not feeling too happy about the regulations, being like hushed and stuff on Facebook. I don't like being censored. The platforms kind of
Right.
been
Well,
bothering me.
that's not a government regulation. That's Facebook. That's Facebook making its own decision. Would like it or hate it, that's them. And if you don't like what Facebook's doing, I recommend you leave it.
Yeah.
Just like any other service. If you don't like what your electric company is doing, see if you got a better choice. But the sad thing is we have a government that allows and creates monopolies, tech monopolies, and then we don't end up with choices. Which is why you see so many people still on Facebook. Which is why people like myself are stuck with New York State Electric and Gas Company, because there aren't options. Uh, I want to thank everybody who supported me this far. Wouldn't be here without them. I wouldn't be here without my volunteers. I wouldn't be here without the people who stuck by me. I wouldn't be here without the people who fixed my wheelchair, like Matt. Several people have fixed my wheelchair in the last couple of years, both on and off the campaign. And if you've donated, that's helping me spread liberty in a place that really needs it. So many people here in New York State, we need to get that pressure off our backs so that we can live a little better, enjoy ourselves a little more, not be afraid of next month's bills every month. That's what we see everybody going through. Everybody's afraid of next month's bills anymore. I remember when it used to be you were more afraid of I don't know, getting chicken pox or a house fire than next month's bills.
I'm still afraid of the house fire. So
Right, but a lot of people in New York right now, they're more afraid of next month's bills than they are of a house fire.
right.
It's more impending. Property taxes in my own town just went up again for another stupid reason.
Gas prices keep going crazy here too.
Yeah, I think they're actually starting to go down a little bit here.
Oh, really? I haven't checked today, but it's pretty angry locals. 5.5, over $5 a gallon.
Yeah, Alaska actually has higher gas prices than New York most of the time. A lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah, we've got oil here, man, but we don't get to use it.
Right? Yeah, and then do you know why that is?
I'm speechless.
So the gasoline actually comes from the refineries. The
Right.
refineries aren't actually located in Alaska.
Yeah, there's some refineries. Yeah, there's some refineries here in Valdez.
Yeah, but are they selling it to Alaska?
They're shipping it to China.
Right. So um, the refineries that ship to Alaska are not located anywhere near Alaska, and that drives up the price of your gas.
Yep.
You're kind of a cornered market up there too.
Yeah, it's a little frustrating to have all the oil right there and then have the highest gas prices in Alaska.
You know, a mutual friend of ours, Robert, some time ago, offered a free range hog to my campaign to do a hog roast.
Ooh,
And it's interesting because
I want
another supporter of mine, local, I believe he's out of Tioga County, um, messaged me today, said he's got a good place to do this with, and he didn't know that I was giving a hog. So now we have a place to do it. So for those of you watching who are aware of it, it's going to happen. We're going to have a hog.
Better take advantage of it. I can't, but I fucking definitely would if I was down there. Whew.
Yep, and we don't know how the structure is going to go, but it's going to be fun.
So it looks like springtime's probably coming faster for you. I still have snow on the ground, but it's warm out. You have any green popping up anywhere?
We just lost our snow, so right now everything's still pretty brown, but that green will be popping up soon. I believe my neighbors have crocuses up already.
Ooh, yeah, those are the first sign. We do have a purple crocus here on the bluff too that pops up early.
I'm looking forward to the garden, but I don't expect to have a lot of time for it myself this year.
I thank you, Connie, for hanging out in the comments with us today. We love you, and we see you guys, Matt and Russell. Appreciate it.
Matt,
I thought it was Friday, you guys, but it's actually Monday. Did you guys know that it's Monday?
for those of you who don't know, I'm running against Chuck Schumer.
Ah.
It's a pork barreling joke, folks. Pork barreling. They still do it. Nobody talks about it. I think that's just about it for this week, Robert.
All right, Thomas.
It's been a lot this week.
Yeah. Well, I've been kind of off. I've been off the grid, as they say, for this last week or so. But
sometimes people need to take a mental health break. I'm not one of those people. I actually have worse problems if I take breaks or if I become
Right.
inactive. But
That might be what's going on with me. As I attempt to take a break and then getting back together is a pain in the ass.
yeah, but it's good to take time for yourself now and again. Yeah, everybody's had a hard 2 years, almost 2.25 years now, actually, isn't it? And there are so many people been through so much. If you're finding yourself feeling out of sorts, if you're down, or if you're manic, try to find a way to relax. Go fishing. Maybe try cannabis if it's legal in your state, or if
That's
it's
what
not.
I'm saying.
Um,
Well, yeah. Okay, so let's say goodnight then, Thomas. My bad, you guys. It's
That's
been a
okay.
great time. InspireNation has got your back, Thomas.
All right. ThomasQueter.us. Donate. LPNY.org. Get involved. Help put Larry Sharp and Tom Queter on the ballot.